Vibrillionaire, Vibrillionex vibe, vision vibes to all of you beautiful mirrors. We are live right here in the beautiful presence of nature. I need to speak up because they're chirping very loud. We have a new family here. We have some babies that were just born about 2 weeks ago. And the reason why I'm broadcasting here is because I want to, celebrate all of us, celebrate all of life, because this pomegranate tree behind me was naked. It was raw. It was bare. It looked like it was dead. And the reason why I want to share this message is because a lot of you may feel like there's something wrong with you. Like there's like you're a mistake. Like, why were you born? Why are you here? And if we judge the tree by how it looked, we would think the same thing. And when you look at this pomegranate tree, 2 weeks ago, it looked like it was dead. Look at it now. 2 weeks ago. And maybe you're being planted and you feel like, you haven't blossomed yet. I want to share a secret with you that we're not told. Nature is the ultimate mirror, not what you see on TV. See, what you see on TV is we just went through the New Year's and, we're coming up to March. We're in March right now and we're coming up to spring is what I meant to say. And spring is really the universal cycle of rebirth, death and rebirth. So if you've gone through some things, you're not alone. And I want to celebrate you for hanging in there. I want to honor you for being here. Because you are not a mistake. You're purposefully here for a greater reason than you and I and all of us can ever even imagine. And when you want to doubt yourself, just look at nature. Nature looks like it gives up because it follows a greater divine guidance. And maybe you have not been following that guidance. And that's why, you're going through this pain and the suffering and misery and torture. Because let me tell you, the greatest torture is this, feeling like it's against you. I want to share something with you because what I realized and realizing is just like when we think this pomegranate is alive and full of life, we know that every winter it will drop its leaves. We don't doubt that. And when we see that, we don't judge it because, it's winter. But because we're not reminded, not taught, because this is something that is internal. We're not reminded and guided to realize that there is temperaments of seasonalities inside of us. Yet when we judge from the outside, we think something's wrong with us or someone else. And we don't realize that we are each all going through our own cycles. We're each all going through our own temperaments. Yet we judge one emotion as bad and one emotion as good. Instead of realizing that when the blossom comes out, it's spring. And when the leaves fall down, it's winter. But no, as humans, we judge these different states of consciousness instead of, seeing someone going through something as a death process and saying, you know what, you got this. You're stronger than you can imagine. I'm here for you by being here for ourselves. There's my beautiful love, Alice Post. Great to see you, beautiful mirror. And let me tell you, thank you, Ali, for honoring that cycle. And not just me, but in everyone around you. You're a gift to this world. And let me share this with you, that if you feel like something's wrong with you, the identity of the pomegranate, it fell apart, but it doesn't mean that its true identity is dead. And what is your true identity? It is not what you've been taught to believe, to think, to perceive, to focus on. You're much more than you can imagine. So this is a little reminder, as I wanted to come on today, is we are about to head into spring. And spring just doesn't happen in one day. It's welcoming us in this softness, in this welcoming, embracing us, that it's about to pour through. And as spring slowly springs forth, you don't just see a blossom out. It slowly pours forth. So you're being slowly welcomed and invited to welcome the real you to the table. To let go of subscribing to the outer world telling you who you are. Letting go of subscribing to, your partners, your children, your parents, your neighbors, or social media telling you to think who you are. Because let me tell you, if you're tired of being sick and tired, then you're ready. You've been prepared for such a time as this. We'll watch later. So you've been being prepared for such a time as this. But let me tell you, your preparation is not coming from outside. You're not one day going to get there. You're already there. You are already that. So maybe you've been feeling these headaches. Maybe you've been nauseous. Maybe you've been depressed. Maybe you've been full of anxiety. Maybe you don't know how to calm these thoughts. Maybe you're not able to sleep at night. Maybe you've been taking, external medication in different ways, in different formats, thinking that next pill is going to be your relief. And it still doesn't come. Maybe you're subscribing to the next event or the next thing, and it still doesn't come. Because the truth is, you already are that. And this is what Alice and I have been working on and really surrendering to. Because when you don't know who you are, nothing makes sense. Let me repeat that. When you have little of an idea of who you truly are, and I'm not talking about because someone tells you you are, or because you've accomplished a certain point and you're like, this plaque, this diploma, this degree, this certification, this accomplishment, this rank, this zero added figure to my account. Now I know who I am. I'm not talking about that. Or this belief system. I'm not talking about that. Or this partner that I manifested. This promotion that I manifested. I'm not talking about that. And maybe you're on the opposite side. Maybe I've lost this. Maybe my partner left me. Maybe I lost my job. Maybe I lost my promotion. Maybe I lost my, my bank account got affected. Maybe those things are happening in your life right now. And neither of those define who you truly are. As the storms of life will come and go. But at the root of you is the truth of who you are. And that's what I want to remind you. That as what we want to call the new year, which what I call is the eternal now. It's a refresher. It's a rebirth. It's a resurrection to who you truly are. That's little by little peeking its essence through. But if you don't know how to see it, if you don't know how to be sensitive to it, if you're not aware of how to open up to it and how to experience it and how to surrender to it, then you're going to push it away. And you're going to think it's something else. And it was really you. And I'm not talking about this little you. I'm talking about the real you. The real you that is one with all of this. See, we are one with nature. We're not separate. So the cycles of nature are the cycles of our own connection to the universe. Because if we cannot accept our connection with nature, how can we say we're spiritual? If we cannot accept our connection with humanity, with this life, and we want to escape the matrix, we want to, ascend and wake up, but you're not willing to accept that you were born on purpose for a reason, and you want to escape that, escapism is not going to serve you. And attachment is not going to serve you. It's the harmony between both worlds of who you are that's calling you home. It's the one beyond that. And let me tell you, if you're already experiencing this, let's connect. Let's unite. Let's unveil and uncover and uplift humanity within ourselves and together in this world together. And if you're feeling this, and you feel this message, and it's speaking to something deep inside of you, that you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, that you feel lost, confused, hopeless, you feel numb, which is the worst that I've ever experienced, is feeling numb, desensitized, feeling like there's no life inside of you, then this message is for you. Let's talk. And if this message inspired you to share this with someone, tag someone, invite them to this message, and let them know that they're not alone. Because social media is not sharing this on a broad scale. If you found this message, it's because this message is calling you. Share this message with someone. Tag this message. Tag someone. Tag your family member. Tag your partner. Tag your children. Tag your friends. Tag your business partners, the people that you work with. And let them know that there is a vision that's greater than this external vision. The Vibrillionaire, Vibrillionex vision. And lastly, if you would love to contribute and donate in any way to this vision, we are taking pre-orders for our merchandise, shirts, hats, and different things that we're going to come up with that we're sharing. But if you would like to pre-order, so when you wear that shirt, people are going to ask you, what is that Vibrillionaire, Vibrillionex vision? What is that? Well, as soon as somebody sees the word vision, it's going to speak to them. And when they see Vibrillionaire, Vibrillionex, you know, people hear 10x, Vibrillionex, they're going to be like, what is that? Vibrillionaire. People know what millionaire and billionaire is, zillionaire, but people are realizing that it's not enough. When they see the word Vibrillionaire, it's going to speak the riches that are inside of them and that everyone is one with. So if you would like to support us and align with this vision that is not my vision, not Michael's vision, Michael surrendered to the vision. It is the one vision of the richness, of the awareness, of the aliveness, of the at oneness that is all us, not just humanity, but all of life. All of life is one. You are one with it all. The more you surrender to that, the more you realize there's no borders, there's no fences, there's no limitations, there's no resistance, there's no challenges. It is for the ego real, but for the real you, it's not real. When you realize that, all of these things that seem to be so overwhelming and so overpowering and so limiting will start to dissolve and fall away, because this is the truth of who you are. That is not in the head. It is the 12-inch journey within the heart. And when you get to the heart and you surrender to the heart, you realize the one that you are, that cannot be taught. It can only be surrendered to. And it is not this that you surrender, as that is a trap in and of itself. So, that being said, let us know if you'd like to be a part of this. We're barely getting started, family. Happy, joyous, now, you, in this beautiful spring that is the greatest new year. This is the real new year. So if you've done projects, if you've done goals, if you've done visions and dreams, and things seem like they're falling apart, it's because you're not aligning with nature. When you align with nature, the whole universe is with you, because you are in the vortex of the path of least resistance. But when you're not aligning with nature, just as a farmer, remember, we have the community, the gardeners of higher consciousness. So if you desire to align with this and to reawaken to the truth of who you are in such a simple, magical, profound way, and align with what is miracles every single day. This is a miracle. Science can't explain this. The education world can't explain this. PhDs can't explain this. Physics can't explain this. They have an idea of it, but they can't explain 99.99999% of reality. They can't even quantify your DNA. But yet you look outside of you for guidance, for direction, for identity. And then you wonder why you subscribe to this belief that there's something wrong with you. So if you're ready, let's play. And if not, I love you because you are playing more than you know. And you will come to the terms of this that I'm speaking to you now. You will come to that thresh point, to that fork in the road, to that mental intersection, that psychological intersection. Well, you will come to the point of facing yourself in the mirror and knowing that it was all you. The only one that can get you out of this is you. The only one that can awaken is you. The only one that can live is you. You know this without a shadow of a doubt. I don't have to prove to you how human you are. But if you're ready to transcend and ascend within this human vessel as the greatest instrument, the greatest technology of higher consciousness, then let's play, because I'm ready to play. Are you? I'm going to be sharing much more information, so stay tuned. And not information, activation, realization, so that you can realize and actualize who you truly are in such a simple, profound, magical way, and get out of your own way and realize that you were prepared for a time as this, because you are the prophesied one. You are the one that is the answered prayer. You are the visionary of our ancestors' visions, our ancestors' prayers. Our prophesied ones is you. Are you ready? Let's play. And until next time, this is the Vibrillionaire Vibrillionex Vision Life signing out. Brought to you by Samadhi Sea of Wisdom Meditation School, where we are uniting all people, all races, all religions, all beings as one. As always, remember who you are. Remember who you are. Remember who you truly are.